guys, Empress G here again. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. It's Friday and I'm just sticking with tradition in respect to food. So today we're going to be doing some brown, I haven't done it for a long time, fish this way. Some brown stew fish. Same way my grandmother used to make it, folks. No different. I'm going by all of her recipes. And so folks, I guess, like I said, to each his own, everybody do their stuff differently. So as I showed you the other day with the fish, how you have to wash up your fish and all of that, been through that already. So fish is all washed, well seasoned. You can just come a little closer. Season up, and I'm using some grouper and blue parrot. Okay, and this is all seasoned up. Overnight, so this is awesome right now, and I'm gonna be flouring them, and fry them, and then just stew them down with some carrots and bell peppers and onion and garlic, and I'm also gonna be making turmeric rice. And turmeric rice is basically very simple. So this is gonna be brown stew fish and turmeric rice. And as for the vegetable, but we might just do with a tomato and cucumber, slice up some tomato and cucumber. Okay, so this is the fish here, folks. So this is all the vegetable here that's going to be going into the fish, and also for the turmeric rice, because the turmeric rice is going to be a little bit of celery, some garlic, some chopped onions and green onions, and a little bit of parsley and cilantro, and the turmeric, a little allspice, and I have some thyme right here. And it's for the fish, we have tomatoes, bell peppers, on red, green, and gold, and onions. We're gonna be using some onions. White. I'm using sweet valdez onion, and some green onions. So right now we're gonna start frying the fish, and I'm gonna be doing the while the fish is frying, I'm gonna be starting the my rice. I'm using white rice, and I wash it about several times, and when the water is so clear now, so that's ready to go. I find white rice is best to use in a dish like that. So folks, right now we're going to be start frying the fish, and as I say, we're going to have two parts going right now. So the fish part is on, and in my flour I'm not going to put much seasoning, because a lot of the seasoning is in the fish, and so I'm just going to flour them right now, and then just add it to this stuff, and I want to waste a lot of time. So basically I have two parts going right now. So here I go to start flouring the fish. So that's over here for now, the fish for now. So this is a fish here, and I'm just going to be flouring them and put them in and start, because the oil is going. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get some garlic going. A few pieces of garlic, always in your fish, because it flavors the oil, and it's cut down on any fishy. But even though your fish shouldn't be fishy when you're cooking it, because it should be all washed properly. With, like I said, I soak it in lemon and a little bit of salt and nothing or lime, both, and leave it. And when it's pretty much close soak, then you throw in the vinegar. Don't leave the vinegar in it for a long time to soak, otherwise you're gonna have a mushy fish, because the vinegar acid, you have the acid from the vinegar, and you're also gonna have the acid from the lemon or lime. So, and vinegar is mostly to wash things. Don't soak anything in vinegar. You just wash off your meat or your fish, and that's it. And I prefer to use white vinegar in this case for all meats and fish, because it has a more potent acidity to kill all the nasty scent and all of that stuff. So okay, I'm gonna put the pot back on, and you know what, I think I'll just do the fish over here right now, so I have a better view, and I'll do the rice afterward, because I think you need my attention basically. The other day I was here and I wasn't fully putting the camera where the pot was, and after I finished I said too late. So a lot of it you weren't able to see a lot of the stuff I was doing. Sorry about that one. So anyway, right now I'm gonna be flouring the fish, and I'm using grouper and blue parrot. Okay, so the onion is going, the garlic is going good. Yeah, last Friday, I think I did a pizza last Friday. Back to the real stuff now. So back to Fish Friday, okay? And you just, folks, knock off the excess flour off of it, of the fish, because you don't want to get a lot of flour. I haven't floured fish for a while. Only when I'm doing stew fish like this, I flour it. Otherwise, I like my fish either stew or so. I'm gonna start putting it in the fish. And you know, they're just going to be browning because they're going to be taken back out and cooked. So and you know, stew down. So it's just going to be just browning right now. And that juice is going to be part of the gravy, because that it's seasoned up. All I'm going to add is just the onion, tomato, bell peppers, because everything is here. I have oregano, rosemary, everything is in that sauce right there. So that's it. The fish is well seasoned, and I'm going to use it from that and I have some pimento, everything going here, and a nice hot bun. But I season it with a lot of jerk seasoning, so I'm not going to have too much of a, because not all these folks can't take a lot of eat, folks. They can't take a lot of eat, and today, like you know, for myself, I'm not here by myself today, so this is it. So I put some jerk seasoning to season it up already, so that's going to be it. And I like the size pot. You just put in everything one time, all the fish one time, and one more piece, and that's it. Yeah. And like I said, everybody have a different take on how they cook, you know, even in Jamaica. So I always go from my grandmother, because that's how I learned to cook, from my grandmother. And my grand aunt, that's my grandmother's sister. She was top of the line for baking. Okay, I'm going to flip them over now, because like I said, I just want to get them brown. Yeah. I don't know, when the brown stew, you're going to have a little browning. I have a bottle of browning almost for here, because I hardly use browning. And if you want it browning to keep long, put it in the fridge. Okay? Just put it in the fridge. Okay. And I'm just going to put the fish, establish it down. And then I'll do the rice afterwards. So these are coming along very good. And all I put in the flour is just a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of salt. Same technique if you're frying chicken or stuff like that, folks. Same technique. Smell is so nice. When your fish is properly washed and well seasoned, folks, it's the nicest thing. No fishy smell, no raw smell. So this is the sauce here, gonna be using, that's from the marinade. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna add the berries in it. Those are pimento berries. And you know, you don't cook fish, and also a little bit of ginger will be added to it also. ginger and garlic and pimento is a must in any West Indian. I don't, especially from West Indian point of view, we use a lot of ginger and a lot of garlic throughout the Caribbean. That's the way of cooking. Nothing less than that. And I'm going to put a little bit in also in the turmeric rice and in the fish. Ginger. Yeah. Ginger gives this stuff a nice aromatic, is that the word I'm looking for? Aromatic, just like garlic. Oh, I have my fan on, so everything is blowing, folks. Because it's hot here in Canada, but not as hot as in England or in Europe. It's bearable to eat here, I heard that from my friend in news that they're burning up over there in the asphalt on the street, So I hope everybody just stay cool. Find a place to go and stay cool. I'm just flipping them over. And they're done in slices, nice thick slices, And they're almost pretty much done. Folks, I'm just going to finish fry the fish, then I'll come right back, okay? Okay, folks, the fish is done, and you can see all of that goodness leaving the pot. That's what I need. I am going to be putting in some okra, frozen, so we're going to fish it out okra folks. And some onions. I'm just going to bring the board over there to make it easier. Okay, I put in the okra, onions, and green onions, and let those saute a bit. Like I said, I love my peppers and stuff to be on the crunchy side, so I'll put these in afterwards. So we're just going to saute in the onions right now, and the okra, and I have some potatoes. Cut very thin, and also some carrots, and I let those saute. And when you finish with the fish, that oil is so nice because all the seasoning from the fish gives it such a nice flavor. I'll add the onion and the garlic in a bit. And folks, this is what the fish look like. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, beautiful. And as I say, I'm not going to add in a lot more herbs because everything is there in the fish. And I also have cilantro and fresh cilantro and fresh parsley cut up, okay? So this I'm just going to cover up a bit and just let, because we want to get the potatoes are very soft, so just let the potatoes, they cut up very thin, so give it a few minutes to let the potatoes and the carrots just cook. Then I'll add in the tomatoes and everything else. Beautiful day. And after that, I'll just do the turmeric rice. Let's take a look. Nice color, beautiful. The carrots and the onions. So I'm gonna add in the some of the garlic. So I'm gonna save some of the garlic and ginger for my for the turmeric rice. So I'm just adding quite a bit of garlic, and I did season up the fish also with garlic powder. Yeah. And garlic powder is my own real garlic. I make my own powder with. So there you go. The smell, folks, is to die for. So I'm just gonna add in let that saute down a bit. Oh, the garlic go in and the ginger and give it such a nice smell. I'm gonna add a little bit of water from the kettle just to make sure that the potatoes cook. And they were cut up very thin, so you know they're not gonna take a long time to cook. I will cover it down again. A few minutes. Then move it down. Then I could add. Then I'll add the tomato. You know what? I'm gonna add the tomatoes in now. Yeah. I'm gonna add the tomatoes, the peppers, thyme and rosemary, and all of that is fresh stuff. And I also add in some allspice. I like a lot of vegetables, especially bell peppers, in anything I do. A little bit more water. And let this simmer. Add about a tablespoon of soy sauce, and I'm just eyeballing that. You don't want to put too much soy sauce in your stuff, otherwise it will taste bitter. And a little bit of balsamic vinegar. About a this is almost done, so about a half a teaspoon. And balsamic vinegar is so good. Okay. And I'm gonna add in a bit of browning. This is one of my best browning. Not too much browning either, folks, because that also can make your stuff very bitter. Okay, I'm just gonna add in the seasoning here from the fish. You know, add a bit more water to this. And like I said, all the seasoning is right here. Doesn't need any more. All of that good stuff right there. don't like my stuff with too too much browning, you know. Just enough. So folks, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna take out some of, I could just put the fish down, then I have to switch around to find to cover them with the vegetables. So I'm just gonna take out some right now and put the fish in, then just pour them over the fish. And as they say, the rest is history. I'm just gonna put a Scotch bonnet pepper in there, but I'm not gonna burst it because like I said, it has a lot of flavor. So right now I'm just gonna be putting in the fish in, and I'm gonna lower the heat a bit. I don't need it that high right now. And then I'm just gonna pour all it, because the fish is partially cooked already, folks, right? From the browning and all of that. So let's put the fish in right now, and from all the flour and everything, it will get a nice thick gravy. Let's wash my hands. And now I'm just gonna pour all that goodness right back over all. Let's make sure to cover all of the fish and just let it simmer down, folks. Simmer down. Potato, the carrot, everything all over. And I'm just gonna, I use coconut oil. I'm just gonna add a little piece of butter for flavor. And let me just, this is just, and this is some of the juice from the fish also. And I don't cover it down because the fish is just gonna get soggy. Just let it bubble. And as they say, oh, okay, right now when it's all, okay, I'm doing so many things at the same time, folks. I'm just gonna add a little bit of butter to it. My homemade butter. To it. And I know I don't have to taste because I know it's having enough salt already. No Maggi this or Maggi that, folks. None of that. Just put some in my hand and wow, folks, it doesn't need a thing. So because of the potatoes, I'm just gonna cover it for a few minutes. And yeah, I forgot about the potatoes there. And I'm pretty sure the potatoes is cooked, but you know, we want them to just cook soft. And in a few minutes that is done. That boat will be landed in a few minutes. And you know what, that's my version how I grew up with brown stew fish. I'm not going to put anything else to it because it doesn't need it. And that okra and everything, it's just going to give it such a nice, look at that. Look at that, folks. Wow. See, I like to get all the vegetable on top of the fish. So when you put them in with the vegetable inside, you have to square it around to get the vegetable, and that way, you know, your fish that all get mashed up, you know. So this way, folks, that is good, and that is primarily done right there. So. Yeah, you need a gravy for yeah, folks, you know, basically this is basically done. Give it a few more minutes. I don't want to cover it because of the potato. That tastes so good. Because fish is so easy to cook, you know, folks. Once you see it practically fried there already, it doesn't need a lot of more. Otherwise, you're gonna have fish soup. Look at that, folks. That is my version of brown stew. So I'm just gonna remove this right now, folks, because that is done. And I'm gonna put the spot on, and this is for the turmeric rice, and I have about a teaspoon of coconut oil in the pot right now, and I'm gonna be sauteing some onions, some green onions. Oh, folks, for the fish, I will now put a little parsley. That I forgot, but you know what? Parsley, I just added some parsley and cilantro to the fish, okay? And when I cover it, that will take care of it. So I put some chopped parsley and cilantro to the fish. Yeah. So right now we're waiting for this to eat it, so we can start sauteing. Now the rice is already washed properly. I don't know if there was water in the maybe I had some water in there someplace. Okay. So we're just waiting for that now, right now, folks. And I'm gonna have to turn the stove on. So I have some chopped celery, some garlic, green onion, and white onion, and some cilantro, fresh cilantro, and oh, the pot is too hot. I got to lower the stove, folks. So I'm putting in the onions right now, and the green onions and onions. I'm just gonna keep it on the stove for a little while and lower the heat on the stove. Okay, so I'll put it back now. And folks, just like when you're doing curry, I've seen people, I've seen a video the other day. I'm not critiquing people, but she cooked the rice. That one was done. I've never seen done like that. Cook the rice. She cooked up the onion and all of that. Cook the rice, put in, then she had the turmeric to the rice. Folks, no. Turmeric supposed to be cooked. Otherwise you're gonna get a belly ache. Oh, the smell of the turmeric, folks, is to die for. So I'm not knocking anybody, but that's how I thought it was done, you know. And I thought to myself, the same way technique that you do for when you're doing curry chicken, you burn the turmeric. This way you fry up the turmeric. I'm just gonna add in a little more oil, coconut oil to it, and you let the turmeric, because it's the same thing as if you're doing curry chicken, you know, because turmeric is the main ingredient in curry. And you know, it will give you diarrhea. The way I saw it was done, I'm not knocking anybody, but I just thought that was like. So right now I had the turmeric, and I'm adding the garlic and the ginger. Okay. And I'm adding some chopped celery to it. I think I have enough turmeric, so I'll put a little bit more. And as I say, folks, let your turmeric burn. I think that's the operative word for it. Let it burn. Burn, baby, burn. I'm just going to eat up the kettle, so... And guys, shit, I forgot my coconut milk. I will put the milk on it, be able to get it out. If not... And then I just also add cilantro. So you see the turmeric. I'm just turning on the pan for a bit, folks. So the curry was burning, and you know. And I'm gonna add coconut milk to mine, folks. It gives it a nice flavor. The turmeric smells so good. So I'm just adding in right now So the coconut milk was frozen. I'm just trying to loosen that. You have to get it out of the container. So add to this before I put the rice in. So the turmeric was well burned and saute along with everything else in there. That's just my overhead fan going just to I don't know if I'm gonna get out all the coconut what I wanted, but it tastes so good when you do it with coconut milk. Okay, the coconut milk is frozen and I just got it out. So I'm gonna let it melt up a bit. Yeah, it was in the freezer. Then I have the rice all washed, clean washed, ready to go. Always wash your rice, folks. Wash it about 3-4 times until you see the water totally clean. Yeah, that. Always wash your rice properly. I will turn it off in 1 minute. Okay. So the coconut, like I said, it was frozen, so it's coming apart now. So, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, turmeric rice. That's the color you need. So I'm just melting down my coconut right now. So folks, I have the rice here and I'm gonna add it to it so it's gonna cook. So folks, when I come right back, the rice will be all done and it will be ready to go. Okay, so back in a few minutes. Okay folks, I'm back and everything is ready. The rice is done, fish is done. Cut up my cucumbers and tomato and we're just gonna plate everything right now. Okay folks, and the rice, folks, it is awesome. So here we go. So I'm just gonna plate the rice. Comes out beautiful and the taste, folks, oh, every time I make this rice, it always comes out so beautiful. And the coconut milk in it, folks, oh, it just did wonders. And my fish, and you have an avocado that's ripe, so wow, the God is good today. So let me just take out the rosemaries and all the thyme. Get a good shot of it, folks. That's the part there with this fish. And let me just find a nice piece. You know, they're all nice pieces. And this is a grouper. So I'm gonna get a piece of grouper. And if I could find a piece of, it's Dr. Fish and grouper in it. So I'm trying to find a piece of Dr. Fish. You know what? This is just for plating. So here we go. And this is my version of because like I said, I don't use a lot of browning on my stuff. So this is a fish right here. I put a few pieces of potatoes and carrots. When it's a brown, it doesn't mean you have to totally let it black, folks. And there's some cilantro and fresh parsley I just cut up in it. Okay, and I'll put a little sauce, a little bit on the rice also. And the potatoes and the okras give it that thick consistency, you know. Okay. I have to keep looking at the spoonful. It's so good. So folks, that's it there. And I'm just gonna put on a few pieces because you know what? I already fool around lettuce. I just love cucumbers and tomato. So I'm just gonna put a few slices of tomato on it with cucumbers. Oh, and I also have my avocado here. I hope this one don't embarrass me. I hope this one doesn't embarrass me, folks, because when we get them, they're not all cracked up to be what they're supposed to. Well, you know it is already. So that's one piece there. That's not bad. And these are small ones, folks. I love the smaller ones because then portion wise, you know, you just eat a little one, a whole one, and you're good. That's another piece. Let's see if I get another piece out. And that's another piece right there. So the cucumber over here, tomatoes, and so that's my brown stew fish. Not too brown. Don't kill it with with browning like I've seen some. I'm not knocking anything, but I just like to comment on what I see sometimes. Yeah, and if you use too much browning, it ain't good. Bitter. So that's my turmeric rice and brown stew fish. And folks, please like, share, and subscribe and try it, because you know anything, especially that turmeric is in, you can't beat it. It's very good. Turmeric is so good for you. You know, turmeric. And folks, for that we're gonna be having non-alcohol stuff today. So you know what? I always have so much sorrel because I have sorrel all year round. So it's gonna be a glass of sorrel with brown stew fish and turmeric rice, folks. So folks, please try it. Please give it a shot. You know, it's very good. It's a very good dish. I cook it all the time, and I decided I do it today. It's Friday, and it's a fish day, right? So that's it right there, folks. Brown stew fish with turmeric rice, and all I did is just had some tomatoes, some avocado, and some cucumbers to it. Get this pot out of the way, and as you say, folks, it's good to go. You know, there it is. And a nice glass of sorrel, folks. It doesn't, as Martha Stewart said, it's a good thing. And it doesn't get any better than that, folks. So big up everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. And try this brown stew fish with turmeric rice. Okay, folks, and again, please share, likes, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out.